I'm Coach Clarissa, and today we're going to go over a quick leg workout that you can do entirely on the Smith machine. So we're going to start out with the Smith deadlift. That's a heavier exercise, especially since you're on the Smith, so you can load it a little bit heavier. So you want to aim for between 8 and 10 repetitions for each set, and aiming for 3 to 4 sets on the deadlift. Okay, so here we're going to use a Smith machine to perform a deadlift. So you're going to set up the same as you would for a conventional deadlift. We just are using the Smith machine. So you step into the bar, make sure you're centered, feet are stacked under the hip. I feel like I'm peeking through here, right? Feet are stacked under the hips, and we want to make sure that we're in nice and close. So the bar it can only track up and down on the guide, right? So we come in close, we have our hands on the outside of our legs, hips go way back, we want that stretch on the hamstrings, we want the glutes loaded. Inhale, set the shoulders down and back, tighten up behind the back of the lats, and then you're going to stand up. Again, really stick your butt out and come up. And that's your deadlift on the Smith machine. From there, you can move on to the shoulder press. So using the Smith machine for the shoulder press gives you that added safety bar. So again, this is another one that you can go kind of heavy on. So again, aiming for probably 3 to 4 sets, and a rep range of anywhere between 6 and 10 would be excellent to promote muscle growth. All right, so here we're going to do a shoulder press with the Smith machine. Ideally, you want this to be a seat. I don't have enough clearance for the bar if I use this as a seat, so I have to use extra core to make sure that I'm staying upright and where I should be. So you do want both of your feet firmly planted on the floor. You want the bar to come down right in front of your face. Hands are straight up, so if you're gripping right onto the grippy part of the bar, you should have the hands right in the right place. And then you're going to make sure that the core is contracted, even if you're in a seat. We don't want a lot of back extension in the shoulder press. We want our core to be doing most of the supporting work and not placing a load on the spine. We should feel this in our shoulders. So inhale, get that core nice and tight, press through the feet, on rack, and lower. So you only need to bring it about here, and then you can press back up. So make sure that you're pressing evenly through both hands. Lots of core. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. And that's your Smith machine shoulder press. From there, we're going to move to a split squat. So the Bulgarian split squat on the Smith machine. With that particular exercise, we're going to start it at probably 2 sets. As you get stronger, you can work it up to 3 or 4 sets, but starting with 2 sets, and again, we're working 8 to 12 repetitions on each leg, depending on your level of strength and endurance. Right, so we're going to do a split squat, the Bulgarian split squat, but using the Smith machine. So if you have wanted to do split squat with the barbell, but you're not quite confident enough, this is a great way to do that exercise. So you're going to need a bench, and you'll need to put it into the backside of the Smith machine. And then we're going to set up just like we normally would to do a split squat. So we're going to have one leg going back onto the bench, the other leg is going to be forward, supporting us. That is going to be our working leg. We don't want any of the load going onto the back leg. That should just be there for stability. All of the load needs to be on that front leg. So here we go. We're going to set up, and we'll step forward under the bar, and then you're going to reach your non-working leg behind you. So reaching it out to that bench, you want to make sure that your working leg, you have that toe pointed forwards. Everything should be nice and tight. So here we're going to lift off the bar, and then just like you would with a split squat, you're going to inhale, get your core nice and tight, make sure you're braced, and then drop it down. So So you want to try to bring this leg to parallel. If you can, press through that whole foot, the heel, both the toes, big toe, pinky toe, and come back up to standing. And then again, you're going to inhale, and then exhale. We don't want to exhale too fast. We want to make sure that we are keeping that core solid with our breath. So exhale is about on the 3/4 of the way up. So as we're loading this working leg, you want to feel the quad working, inner quad, outer quad, hamstring, and glute. And again, your back leg should not feel anything. And that is your split squat using the Smith machine. And then we're going to finish it off with the unilateral hip thrust. So using the Smith machine for the hip thrust is kind of fun. It's a little bit different than using the barbell for the glute thrust. So with the Smith machine, probably aiming again for 10 to 12 repetitions on each leg. I'd start out with 3 sets on each side and then increase it to 4 sets of 10 to 12 over time as your strength and your endurance progresses. Lateral, our single leg glute thrust. You can use a step like I have with a pad. You can use a bench, it's whatever is comfortable, whatever fits in your Smith machine inside the base. So we have the bar wrapped so that we have room to get under the bar. We're going to go ahead and unwrap, and then I want you to raise one foot. I'm going to put my foot up there, and then come up. No, that's not very good. I'll stretch. There. You can't just hold this leg up, but that stupid bar is in my way. That's kind of better. Here we go. So raise, raise. So the working leg is obviously the leg that's on the floor, but the leg that's in the air is also going to get some work because you're using the quad to pull the leg up into the air. So this is a really good exercise for developing equal strength on both sides of the body, because on the working leg on the floor, you have the gluteus firing, you have a little bit of hamstring head firing, and then the leg in the air, you're using stabilization muscles to balance that leg in the air, but you're also really firing through the quad to keep the leg extended and supported in the air. So that's your unilateral Smith glute. And that's the plan for today. Enjoy and let me know how you liked it. Send me your results. I'd love to see. Hi, I'm Coach Clarissa. I am the founder of Vegan Fit for Life, and I am so happy to connect with you. I was able to completely transform my life in a positive manner by finding the gym and by changing my nutrition so that I was eating appropriately for my body. And I am very happy and very excited to be able to share that with you. Thanks for joining us.